Good morning, students. Today's lesson is a poem, Aunt Jennifer's Tigers by Adrienne Rich. Adrienne Rich is a well known poet and writer. She is a feminist writer. Feminist means that the activists, those who work for the empowerment and freedom of women. So, she is widely known for her involvement in contemporary women's movement as a poet and theorist. She has published 19 volumes of poetry, 3 collections of essays, and other writings. A strong resistance to racism and militarism echoes through her work. Since she is an American poet, she witnessed that racism in America and at the same time militarism. Let us see the background of the poem. Aunt Jennifer's Tigers is a poem by Adrienne Rich illustrating her feminist concerns. In the male-dominated world, a woman of the time was only supposed to be a dutiful homemaker. This poem, through the world of Auntie Jennifer, tells us about her inner desire to free herself from the clutches of abusive marriage and patriarchal society. So this is the main theme, actually you can say, of the poem. The theme of the poem is that Aunt Jennifer's Tigers sounds like a ball of good time, or at least some big cat themed excitement. But in reality, it's a poem about the suppression of women. In reality, though, it's about women whose life has been restricted by patriarchal society in which she lives. In Aunt Jennifer's Tigers, the limitations that bind Aunt Jennifer in life don't bind her in art. She may be oppressed or depressed or suppressed, but the capacity that she had in making a beautiful art that cannot be restricted. Aunt Jennifer's needlework allows her to experience a world of deep green forests and prancing brave tigers. That is incredibly different from the one that is weighed down by the sadness and restrictions of her marriage and her gender. She may be a timid, she may be a downtrodden woman, but her art makes her very free. Art in this poem is a kind of freedom, a freedom accessible to everyone, even the disempowered. The speaker imagines that the tigers will continue prancing after Aunt Jennifer's death, and thus Aunt Jennifer will be able to live on through her art. It's a well known fact that a person may not be present physically, but her writing, her art will make her immortalize or immortal. So, before going to the poem, let us see the word meaning. Prance, to spring forward on hind legs, to start about. Topaz, a clear yellowish brown gemstone. Denizens, remember this meaning, a person, an animal or plant that lives, grows, or is often found in a particular place, as we find tigers in the forest. Chivalric, gallant and respectful. Wedding band, it symbolizes, it can be that married life, or a ring or a bangle that symbolizes marriage. Ordeals, painful or trying experience. Slick means elegant, smart. Fluttering, to flap or wave quickly but irregularly. Pace means here step taken with the foot. So let us see the first stanza. And Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen. bright topaz, denizens of world of green, they do not fear the man beneath the tree, they pace in sleek chivalric certainty. So the summary, although in the first stanza the poet transfers the image of Aunt Jennifer's energetic colored tigers living in a rich green landscape, the poet these tigers are living with a authenticity and majesty as one would expect of tigers in the world. So tigers or wild animals, they are born free. They are to be free every time. In the first stanza, the tigers are at a stride in a sleek chivalric certainty, that majestic animal. The prancing of the tigers may characterize a fluid and controlled motion as compared to the dancing movement of the first line. So that dancing movement of the first line, if you recite this first stanza, you can find this first line like this. Nevertheless, the tigers may be marching back and forth because their movement in is constrained to their treetops since there are men present them. The tigers may be attractive and healthy, or they may have that male quality of domination which is so often insincere. Yet it is denoted as a sleek chivalric certainty. To be brave is to be honorable and steadily brave, including manners towards women. So here, tiger may also represent that domination of male. Being admirable every so often suggests sincerity. Therefore, sleek chivalric means that the tigers are beautiful and understanding towards women. Now, stanza 2. Aunt Jennifer's tigers fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. In the second stanza, Aunt Jennifer is undertaking a needlework. Her fingers are fluttering through her wool as she sews. This fluttering may be the elegant movement of her fingers as she works. On the other hand, Aunt Jennifer's trembling fingers may be a sign of agitation within Aunt Jennifer. In this case, letter seems more in offering because Aunt Jennifer is having difficulty pulling her needles as she stitches because she is very weak. She is diseased. It is because of the torture that she got after her marriage. Then stanza 3. When aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie still ringed with the ordeals she was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing, proud and unafraid. So, in this stanza, the speaker defines the ugly image of Aunt Jennifer's corpse leaving terrified hands, which are still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. Means her wedding ring would not leave her even after her death. The speaker is asserting that Jennifer has true fear of something in order to be terrified. By utilizing the word ringed, the speaker appears to be referring back to the wedding ring or uncle as it were. Uncle seems to be the master who put Jennifer through sufferings and mastered her, leaving her frightened. These troubles may be why Jennifer selected to use ivory needles for her creations. It may be because of her she was suppressed, she tried to make a tiger. She tried to make a tiger by which she could express her own desire and freedom. After all, ivory safeguards the physical body. However, ivory hails from animals which are mastered and destroyed by men as well. It's a very beautiful message you can see here. After all, ivory safeguards the physical body. However, ivory hails from animals which are mastered and destroyed by men as well. So here you can see that poetic devices, 1 mark may be asked in the exam. Very commonly it is asked about literary devices. Here the first one is alliteration. Fingers, fluttering, prancing proud, chivalric certainty, way of wedding band. Here you can see the first line starts with F sound, F sound, finger fluttering, prancing proud. So alliteration means repetition of the same sound in the two or more consecutive words. Then metaphor. Metaphor, I think you understand that ringed with the ordeals. That means comparison is made here. Then visual imagery. So visual imagery is very common in poem. The bright topaz denizens world of greens. Here you can create a kind of image in your mind after reading those words, bright topaz denizens. Irony. It's a very common figure of speech in English. It is ironical that Aunt Jennifer's creations, the tigers, will continue to pace and prance freely, while Aunt herself will remain terrified even after that, ringed by the ordeals who was controlled by in her married life. So it's a beautiful irony. In one sense, the tigers are very free to the opposite, and Jennifer is not free. She is a kind of captive. Then some symbols are also used in this poem, that is wedding band. Symbol of oppression is an unhappy marriage life. Its a way refers to the burden of gender expectations. Ringed means encircled or trapped, losing individuality and freedom. Then again, Aunt Jennifer, a typical victim of male oppression in an unhappy marriage, who suffers loss of individuality. Here you can say that Aunt Jennifer is generalized here. She is made common. Common in the sense she represents all women society or all women. Tiger symbolizes untamed free spirit. Here they stand in contrast to their creator's personality. The use of colors implies that Aunt Jennifer's tigers and their land are more vital and enjoy a sense of freedom for greener than her. So here you can see that one poem, if you wish you can go through, by William Blake. The poem is Tiger. There you can find how the poet has presented a tiger in his poem. The poet is William Blake. Then here you can see yellow means connotes the sun and the fire's energy. Green reminds one of spring and vitality. Embroidery, symbol of creative expression. The artwork expresses the aunt suppressed desire and becomes her escapes from the oppressive reality of her life. Aunt as opposed to Aunt Jennifer, it shows that she has lost her identity completely, thus lost even her name. So this is the poem, and we will discuss the question answer in the next class. Go through this poem, learn, and today you'll get a few questions on this poem. Very short type answers you have to write. Thank you. Have a nice day.